Dr. Greenblatt really came to me with this idea of identifying a specific vertebral stem cell, and it was something he believed in very strongly based on his previous work, which was actually done in collaboration with Dr. Bostrom here at HSS, which showed that the cells of the long bone, specifically the outer layer of the long bone, are different and not found in the rest of the bone.
I've had a long-standing interest in bone healing and bone remodeling, and I think combining the amazing skills of Dr. Greenblatt and his team, we were able to take a look at periosteal stem cells a few years ago, also in a Nature publication, looking at the unique nature of those cells relative to other stem cells in bone that regenerate bone.
That finding really kind of led to this concept that each bone or each structure in the body that's unique in its structure and function is likely to have its own specific stem cell.
We've known that clinically for a long time the spine is very different from other skeletal sites. The way it behaves when it's injured and the types of diseases it gets are very different. But we really haven't had any sense of why that is. And in this study, we set out to understand that. We thought that this may be due to the presence of a new and undiscovered stem cell responsible for forming the spine. And through this work, and together with our collaborators at HSS, we believe we've identified a new stem cell that forms the spine and is responsible for all of its unique properties.
The methods involved in this study really utilize some cutting-edge genetic techniques that have been pioneered by Dr. Greenblatt's laboratory. They allow us not only to identify a specific population of cells, but then to figure out exactly where they go in the body. So for instance, the cell that we identified, we were able to show that it goes to the vertebrae, but not to the long bones, for instance. And then we can get at the functional consequence of these cells. So for example, to show exactly how important these cells are, both for bone formation and, in our case, also to recruit tumor cells to the spine.
We initially focused on the role of this new stem cell in cancer, and now we're looking at its function in a number of orthopedic spine diseases, including how this cell may drive spinal fusion, a method that's used to treat a variety of degenerative disorders of the spine. We're also looking to understand how the biology of this new stem cell might identify new types of drugs that are really targeted to not act everywhere in the skeleton, but specifically on this new stem cell in ways that are tailored to its unique biology.
I think everyone brings something to the team in research endeavors, and if you have a great research question, you have to have a lot of expertise around the table to make it happen. If you look through the paper, for example, there are so many different highly specialized outcome techniques that are utilized, and you need people who know how to do those in an expert manner. It's multidisciplinary. So you have clinicians that are involved, such as Dr. Iyer, myself. You have really basic scientists who really are the absolute experts within certain areas and understand the technology and the techniques they use. And bringing all that together is kudos to Matt Greenblatt, because he can really bring in the best expertise in all of these areas. Otherwise, you can't solve the problem.